Welcome to the Artemis Flight Control Room, and welcome to Flight Day 3 of the Artemis II mission, a test mission and the first flight of humans on Orion. I'm Natalia Cheshire Mustachio here in the Flight Control Room with the Orbit 1 team, now being led by Flight Director Jeff Radigan. It was a big day for the crew yesterday. Welcome to the Artemis Flight Control Room, and welcome to Flight Day 3 of the Artemis II mission, a test mission and the first flight of humans on Orion. And return to Earth on Flight Day 10. Here in the Flight Control Room with the Orbit 1 team, now being led by Flight Director Jeff Radigan. It was a big day for the crew yesterday as the translunar injection burn would be an 8-second burn using the reaction control system on Flight Day 6, and returned to Earth on Flight Day 10. From Orion. Today we have another burn after the translunar injection burn. This photo showing the beautiful Earth outside the window of the spacecraft as the crew was Central Time, and would be an 8-second burn using the reaction control system thrusters. As the crew was, we've also been getting some translunar injection from Orion. You look very closely the translunar injection burn. This photo showing the beautiful Earth outside the window of the spacecraft as the crew was lightning strikes. The crew continuing to get beautiful views from Orion. We're even getting some views from the spacecraft as well. Translunar injection, and if you look very closely Orion up to the top of your screen, on the tip of one of its solar arrays, looking back at home sweet home and all of us on planet Earth. We are 1 day, 18 hours, and 47 minutes, and we're the Artemis II mission. That's Mission Elapsed Time, or MET. This is a live view from Orion and a camera on the tip of one of its solar arrays looking back at home sweet home and all of us on planet Earth. We are 1 day, 18 hours, and 47 minutes into the Artemis II mission. That's Mission Elapsed Time, or MET. And don't forget, as we're showing you those beautiful new images, we really look forward to getting some new ones down periodically. You can follow at NASA and at NASA Artemis on X, Facebook, and Instagram as we all enjoy the imagery taken by the crew and coming down for all of us on Earth. As we're showing you those beautiful new images, we really look forward to getting some new ones down periodically. You can follow at NASA and at NASA Artemis on X, Facebook, and Instagram as we all enjoy the imagery taken by the crew and coming down for all of us on Earth. The crew woke up at 12 p.m. Central Time today when they were flying approximately 99,848 miles from Earth, approximately 161,698 miles from the moon. You probably heard their wake-up song. That was In a Daydream. The crew woke up at 12 p.m. Central Time today when they were flying approximately 99,848 miles from Earth, approximately 161,698 miles from the moon. You probably heard their wake-up song. That was The crew is currently in their post-sleep time of the day. This is the time that they use to stow their sleeping bags as well as perform any hygiene activities, set up the cabin for their waking time, also gives them a chance to eat some breakfast. The crew is currently in their post-sleep time of the day. There are a lot of food options aboard for the crew. They use to stow their sleeping bags as well as perform any hygiene activities in set total up the cabin for on Orion. Their waking time, also gives them a chance to eat some breakfast. There are a lot of food options aboard for the crew. Of course, a very popular food item are tortillas. There are 58. Some of the other breakfast items that the crew is enjoying today include vegetable quiche, scrambled eggs, couscous with nuts, peaches. They, of course, have their coffee, oatmeal. Some of the other breakfast items that the crew is enjoying today include vegetable quiche, scrambled eggs. There's even a muffin being enjoyed today. Peaches. They, of course, have their coffee, oatmeal. There's even a muffin being enjoyed today. During the post-sleep time frame, we don't expect to hear from the crew very much as they are taking their time to wake up, get the cabin set up for all of their events today. Aside from the outbound trajectory correction burn, the crew does have a little bit of off-time scheduled.
During the post-sleep time frame, we don't expect to hear from the crew very much
30 minutes
as they are taking their
flywheel
time to wake up.
device. Get the cabin set up for all of their aerobic and resistive exercises.
Aside
and keep
from
their
the
outbound
muscles
trajectory
strong
correction burn,
while they
the
are
crew does
on
have
the
a little
flight
bit of
around the moon.
off-time scheduled. Of course, they are still on tap to be exercising 30 minutes a day using that flywheel
There's
device.
additionally a
This allows them
CPR
to practice
demonstration
aerobic
today.
and
The crew
resistive
will use the
exercises
medical
and keep their bone and
emergency
muscles
procedures
strong
to
while
simulate
they are
methods
on the
of
flight
how to
around
treat
the
an
moon.
airway in obstruction as if they were in space.
This is a test flight, so we're taking
There's
every opportunity to
additionally
test
a CPR
anything
demonstration
possible while
today.
the crew is
will
on
use
their
the
10-day
medical
mission.
emergency procedures to simulate methods of how to treat an airway in obstruction as if they were
They
in
also
space.
have some time
This
scheduled
is a
today
test
for
flight,
so we're taking
lunar
every opportunity to
cabin
test
configuration.
anything possible while the crew is
Now,
on
we're
their
not
10
expecting
mission.
lunar flyby until flight day 6. However, they will need to configure the cabin properly to allow them to most
They also
easily
have some time
access the
scheduled
windows
today for
and conduct
lunar
their
flyby
observation
cabin configuration
opportunities. Now, we're not expecting lunar flyby and
This cabin configuration
However,
will
they will need
include
to configure
getting
the cabin
out
properly
any
to
sleeping
allow
bags
them
or
to
window
most
shades
easily access the
to
windows
keep,
and conduct
the
their
light from
observation
reflecting from the cabin onto
opportunities. The windows that they're using to photograph. This cabin configuration will include getting
They'll
out
practice
any
handing off the
sleeping
camera
bags or
between
window
their
flyby
shades
pairs to keep
and determine their
the
ideal
light from
setup
reflecting
and
from the
positioning
cabin
preferences for
onto
each crew member
the
during
windows
those
that they're
flyby
using
operations.
to photograph.
They'll practice handing off the camera between their flyby pairs and determine their ideal setup and positioning preferences for each crew member during those flyby operations. We also have a Deep Space Network Emergency Communications Development Flight Test Objective timelined for today. As we've discussed, the crew is able to communicate through the Deep Space Network, or DSN. We also have a Deep Space Network Emergency Communications Development Flight Test Objective timelined for today. As we've discussed, the crew is able to communicate through the Deep Space Network, or DSN, as they were near our home planet, but the farther they go away, the more reliant we are on the Deep Space Network. This Emergency Communications Development Flight Test Objective, or DFTO, has the crew perform a checkout as they were near our home planet, but the farther they get away, the more reliant we are on the Deep Space Network. This Emergency Communications Development Flight Test Objective, or DFTO, giving us an opportunity to check out that system. The emergency communications system while connected to the Deep Space Network. Of course, there will not be an active emergency for the communication system at that time. This is giving us an opportunity to check out that system. The crew is also slated to conduct some National Geographic filming today. National Geographic was selected through a competitive selection process to help tell the story of Artemis II. The crew has a shot list provided by National Geographic. The crew is also slated some time each day to document what it's like to live and work on Orion. National Geographic was selected through a competitive selection process to help tell the story of Artemis II. The crew has a shot list provided by National Geographic, and they take some time each day to document what it's like to live and work on Orion. Later today, we also have 2 crew members timelined to activate and check out some of the medical diagnostic devices that we are flying on Orion. That includes the blood pressure monitor, thermometer, stethoscope, and otoscope. Later today, we also have 2 crew members timelined to activate and check out some of the medical diagnostic devices that we are flying on Orion. That includes the blood pressure monitor, thermometer, stethoscope, and otoscope.